Is exclusivity actually a thing in music anymore? Is it something that people are even into anymore? I tend to believe that exclusivity is pretty much dead. And if you've listened to my last, I think it was episode 96 of the podcast, I talked about the death of pop stars and rock stars and the whole idea and the concept of being like this famous, bigger than life thing is just kind of dead. And I think what killed that was the internet. The internet really smashed the idea that you're larger than life, you're cooler than me, you have more than I do, and I just can't get to that level. Nowadays, everybody can look like they're rich, they have a lot, they're happy all the time. We got Instagram, right? Hey, look, these are my highlights. Here's my highlight reel. I never have a bad day. I'm all good. Get on my stories on IGTV, make sure the fucking lighting is good, and we're good. Everything's perfect in my world. So let's talk about where we're headed with the music industry and why this is so important in the music industry and sort of some of my predictions that I think are going to come up. This is the Radium Podcast. This is episode 98. And I want to get right into sort of some ideas and thoughts that I've been having lately about the music industry and just watching these bigger artists drop. I think a really good example, obviously, is Kanye, right? Like Kanye West just put out Donda, and then you got who's that guy? Drake, right? I literally couldn't remember his name for a second. But then you got Drake as well, kind of riding that coattail as well. And I think what I'm seeing personally is I'm seeing a lot more collaborative efforts from Kanye, and obviously he broke all these records. I mean, let's just look them up right now on the computer and just check this out. I thought this was insane. The kind of things he broke. Let's see, Donda records broken, right? This is all you got to type. So it says Kanye West tops charts in 152 countries with Donda. Breaks Apple Music records. Oh my God, it's crazy. Billboard, Kanye's final Donda event breaks all the live streaming records. The crowd is going crazy. He's so innovative. Okay, so just all the bullshit aside, I haven't even heard the album, so I'm just making fun of it. But check this out. It hits number one in 152 countries. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, so it dropped by surprise on Sunday. There was a bunch of I didn't tell them they could drop it. Yeah, okay, we don't know if that's true or not. Of the top 20 spots on Apple Music Daily, top 100 global songs chart, 19 were from Donda, which boasts an expensive 27-song track list. And expansive, not expensive. West and Donda also broke the 2021 record for being the most streamed artist and album in one day. And Donda became the third most played album on its first day of release. Okay, so these are all very impressive by any standard, but you are Kanye West. You're very well known. You got known because you dated reality stars. And you got on MTV News and said some crazy shit back in the days about presidents. And, and it's cool, man. I love artists to speak their mind. And, whether you agree with him or not, I really don't care. That's not my point. My point is to really sit here and go, where is this all going? Where's this headed, right? Like, where is the music industry headed? And I think, and I'm seeing it. I mean, I see it firsthand, right? I think that it's going into a much more collaborative effort. The listener is not the listener anymore. They want to be the experiencer. They want to experience the process of your art with you because they know how to make art now as well. It's not out of their reach. It's not 1985 where making records was like this mysterious thing. Like, what's an engineer? What's a music producer? How do they make this stuff happen? And then these records come out and, people aren't buying CDs. They're not buying vinyl records, although they're probably buying more vinyl records than they are CDs, which is really funny. It's kind of crazy. But at this point in time, everybody knows how to throw some Apple loops together. Everybody knows what splice is. Everybody knows how to make a beat on a laptop or anywhere, really, even on a cell phone. I mean, I can make a beat on a cell phone. I think most 6-year-olds can, right? So I don't think that the future of music is being able to be this great producer or this great music arranger or composer or anything like that. I think that the real solid career enhancing, boosting, big career thing that's going to happen, the land grab that's going to happen in the next 5 years, and it might even cut sooner than that because technology moves a lot faster than I can even talk about this shit, is that people are going to want to collaborate. They're going to want to be online. They're going to want to experience you making the record with them. They want to see you make it the rough draft on YouTube Live, Instagram Live. What's that other streaming? There's another streaming sites. I mean, there's Twitch, right? Twitch is huge for this shit. People got their streams going. I think TikTok is definitely going to start to implement new features. I think the next thing they're going to do is kind of the live stream thing. It's going to get a facelift. I know they have live streaming now, but I think for the music community and the art world, the creator, the content creator world, I think that all those things that Twitch and live streaming and showing, the process of things, I think it's going to become more collaborative. And I think that even Facebook might even get involved in these things where they're going to have, you can donate, you can be a part of the song, you can create with, right? Like you can add a part. I think the streaming technology of being able to make music live and interactive, like i.e. like let's say UAD, Apollo's, or any interface started to use like an Ethernet system where you could literally jump onto a live stream with someone and jam with them or create with them where you're both using the same DAW. We already have the technology where there's literally no latency and you can jam with people from across the country. And I think that that's like super powerful, but I think that those things are going to get implemented as the 5G and the technology for internet speeds and all that really catches up. But that's just what I'm seeing. That's just what I think my predictions are going to be, that you're going to have a lot of people just not really wanting to buy a song or download a song or stream my song. They're going to be like, no, I want to make a song with you, right? I want to collaborate with you on the art. I want to make the movie with you. I want to design the logo with you. I want to create this, whatever it might be, with you. And I think that that's where NFTs will really play a big role in this. And you guys, please tell me what you guys think about this. Drop a comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on where this is all headed, because what I'm seeing is if Kanye is able to break all these records by, bringing in his fans and having them participate in the rough cuts, showing snippets of the songs as he's finishing them, just trailing people along and then selling them merch that's completely overpriced and starting bidding wars and stuff. And then you have Tory Lanez selling his album through NFTs and, apparently selling 1 million copies within, I don't know, minutes, right? Like it's a massive thing. There's a big shift happening here in music. And I think if you're not on board with it, if you're not understanding the technologies, you're not understanding blockchain, you're not paying attention to this stuff, you really are going to be the guy that's the old guy. Even if you're in your 20s, you're going to be like, yeah, man, this is lame, bro. We should just make beats and sell, buy one, get 5 for free and $33 leases or fucking exclusives, bro. Just, I'm just going to hit them with sales every time. They're going to buy my beats. People still buy beats. Like you're just smoking way too much weed. And, I think your mom and dad's money is going to run out. They're not going to want to be paying for you to just sit there and smoke weed and try to sell beat leases. So you got to read up, you got to study and stay on top of this shit. Like, how do you help people collaborate with you? How do you do things more creatively, right? Because this is a creative space. It can't just be that you creatively program your hi-hats. It can't be that you just creatively use synthesizers or resample stuff differently than anybody else. Like, come on, dude. You're lame. You're a lame ass dude or a girl or binary. I don't know, whatever you want to be. But at the end of the day, I think that this is really headed to a space where if you're not going to collaborate, if you're not going to let people in on what you're doing, and you're going to try to still be the rock star from 1979, you're going to lose. You're going to fucking lose. You're going to be the out of touch 29-year-old. You're going to be the out of touch 31-year-old. You're going to be the out of touch 22-year-old. Technology moves at such a rapid pace now. And if you understand the Kurzweil theory or any of the theories on technology and how it moves and compounds, we're on a trajectory like this. And this is where the bend happens. And when it goes like this and then it bends and it goes up, where you're literally compounding the effect of what technology is doing, it's sort of like, oh, look, I'm 30, I'm 31. Things like move along, right? We got a quad core. Now we got an 8-core processor. Now we got a 12-core processor. And then the M1 chip comes in, the M1X, the 50 cores, the 100,000 cores. You know what I mean? This stuff goes like that. It does it within months, not years anymore. So if you're stuck in this idea and this linear world where you think that things just go like this and it's just going to be chilling and all you got to do is just stay consistent and stay persistent and keep dropping a song a month or a song a week and you're going to make it, then I really think that you're not going to make it. I think that you're high as fuck. I think you're not paying attention. You're not reading up. You're not studying, and you're not taking the time to improve your actual tactics, your actual strategies, the actual things that you are thinking about doing, improving your skills. Okay, getting really good at FL Studio right now is not going to be the key to the music industry. It's not. Getting really good at collaborating, getting really good at connecting, getting really good at playing your role. Whether it's I'm a writer and I write top line, I just program really, really dope drums. Like, just do your thing, know your lane, and stick to it, and try to collaborate with as many people as possible. And also show your process along the way. Always put out content, become a content creator. It's the only reason I ever started the podcast. It's the only reason we ever did Plug-in of the Week or the Mix series or did any of this stuff online, is that I know and I pay attention to what's going on in the culture of not only the music world and the music industry, but in the world in general. Like being in business, you know, like you don't want to be that old person, whether you're old or not, where you just lost, you just didn't know what was going on. You weren't paying attention. You were locked in your little bedroom, your project studio, just cranking away on your keyboard, typing in MIDI patterns and just losing. You're just losing, right? You don't have any idea that you're losing because everything's starting to go like this and it's just going past you like crazy. So NFTs, collaboration, showing snippets, getting people, to work with you, to touch and feel the music and to collaborate online and collaborate in real life. And all these things are really, really important to understand. Now, lastly, the last thing I'm going to say about this, and I think maybe, hopefully the thing that I'll be cutting in like 2 years, to be like, I told you so, kind of like Gary Vee did, you know, back in the days, is my prediction on this is that you have things like GoFundMe and Patreon and all these different websites that sort of pander to that idea of like support artists. Here's how you can contribute. We're going to drop these specific things that maybe are not available in other places. You have NFTs. You have all these different ideas and all these things bubbling up from the technology. And remember, technology working at a compounding effect and rate right now. I believe that there's going to be a platform that's going to come out and it's going to combine all these things, just like the iPhone came in and combined the calculator, the camera, the video camera, 4K recording, your wallet, like literally everything, and got rid of and destroyed all these older technologies. I think a platform is going to come in, or a Facebook or a bigger conglomerate, Google, etc., is going to come in and destroy all those Patreons and all those, you know, participate in the music platforms. I think that platform is going to look like a combination of people coming into rooms where they can actually work on a project with someone. So let's say you're a producer and you're kind of well known or you're established, which I think that's going to die out as well. I just don't think that can last when you have so many humans, billions of humans with the same technology all working. I think it's just going to become much more homogenized. But think the producers in the room, and then you have 5 other people come in the room and they could donate to the song and they could jump in and collaborate and add drums to it or add a melody to it or add a synth to it. The technology's there. The instruments would all be in there. The synths would be in there. It'd be in real time. They could literally play from their MIDI keyboard, play into the DAW, whatever that might be. And I think that it's going to be a collaborative effort. The funding is going to be collaborative. There's going to be funding, like just like how you have Clubhouse, right? You're going to have people in there that are going to be angel investors. They're going to want to be part of that aspect, and you're going to have groups like, do you want to be an angel investor? Do you want to be a producer? Do you want to be a part of the engineering team? Do you want to be a part of the artwork team? Do you want to be a part of the visual whatever, right? The A&R team. And you're going to have like that collaborative effort in every art world. I think it'll be in film. I think it'll be in TV. It'll be in graphic design, and it's going to kill a lot of really big industry. And I think that you're just basically going to give that platform is going to give power back to the people. It's going to say, you don't need a bunch of money. You don't need a bunch of stuff to do this. You just jump in, you have your MIDI keyboard, and you can play in and you can do and contribute. And I think that's really the future of what creative work is going to look like. And I think it'll destroy a lot of ideas. It'll destroy all these ideas that are coming up. Oh, what are we going to do with NFTs? What's happening here? What's happening with Patreon? How are we going to fund? GoFundMe. How am I going to fund my album? How am I going to fund my project? I think the myopic perspective, you thinking just about yourself and your music and how you're special or something in some way, I think that that's dying out. I think people are like, that's not that special. I can make that. I could do that right now on my Logic. And I think the more people that have their hands on that stuff and care about that stuff, the more that you're not really going to have the fans that are just like, I can't wait for your album. I think they're more going to be like, I can't wait to participate in your album. So that's it. Those are my thoughts today. I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. And of course, as always, I don't ask for much of anything from you guys. All I want is some love. So please share the episode, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Just keep showing up. I'll keep trying to help you guys out to build your music business, your mixing, mastering skills, your music marketing, branding, all that stuff. And you show up, I show up. That's the deal. All right. So have a great day. Enjoy this. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't just like, dude, he's just blabbering and he's talking nonsense. If you understand this stuff, then I'd love to be having a coffee with you, So hit me up.